Hello everyone. I'm so sorry that I'm late. I had a session that I was in, and sometimes they run a little bit over. Hi Joanne. Hi Lynn. Kimmy, Capri. How are you beautiful people? Charlie, hi. Danica, how are you? Shanita, hello. Hello everyone. I am just, doing what I do. Sharing in a few groups, and then we're going to get started. Hi Doris. How are you beautiful? Morris, hello, how are you? How is everyone? Hi Neil, love and light, brother, how are you? It's so good to see you. Good to see you. Miss Nina. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to come back and read that, Miss Nina. How is everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beautiful people, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Tonight is a heavy topic. Marsha, hi beautiful. My title is spelled wrong, and I am not even... I'll change it for you guys in a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's see, what did I spell wrong? Shemay, hello, how are you? I wonder why this thing, wonder why this, my spell check on my phone turns whatever it is I'm typing into something I don't even know what it is. How are you beautiful people? How are you? I'm so glad y'all are here. So, the topic for today is worthiness. Worthiness. That is such a big topic, and it's not only a big topic because so many people suffer from it, but it's a big topic because this is, pretty much in our curriculum. And all the curriculums that we ascribe to, worthiness or lack of it is a big part of it. So we're going to get started. My phone does that all the time. What? Hi, Kia. Beautiful lady, how are you? Linda, how are you? I'm so glad to see you all. You all don't understand how y'all make my day. You make my day. You make my day. Joanne Gravel, how are you? Anne, how are you? How are you beautiful people? Alright. Kat, how are you? Yep, my granddaughter's cousin is here. Yep. Michelle, how are you? Alright, I'm about to cut the music off, and we're going to get into our topic. right now. You guys may hear the doorbell. May hear a little bit of stuff going on tonight because I have my granddaughter's cousin here and they come and get her. Whew, excuse me. Or coming to get him pretty soon. So here is our topic. And before I start, let me let you know that I would love everyone here. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Probably here because someone referred the link to you or told you to chime in, and I'm forever grateful to that person. I am Dr. Anu. I am a spiritual life coach. I am one who can hear from God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you call that which created all things. I hear from angels, loved ones who've passed away. Gifted with the ability to hear things that have happened to you in your past and to know what is to come what's coming up. It's a beautiful thing, and I do share that here. So if that's something that rocks your world, you're not in the right place. If that's something that you go, wow, I love that, then you're in the right place. I am a life coach, which means that anytime that I am doing a spiritual hearing, is what I call it. Some people call it reading. Some people call it prophecy. Some people call it clairvoyant, intuitive. There's various names for it. I call it hearing. So anytime that I'm in a spiritual session, and if I'm talking to someone and they come up and I'm giving a message to them, all of my messages are geared to help you get to your best self. That's the only reason. That's the strong point of the gift. The gift is used to help you get to your greatest place inside yourself. And it's a beautiful thing. So, welcome. That's who you are now listening to. One of the topic for today is the feeling of unworthiness is a killer. Is it killing you? And so the reason that I had that as my topic today is because I had an experience today with someone who stated or said to me that if someone doesn't contact them or doesn't call them, they feel like they're not important or they feel like they're not worthy. And I thought, wow, that's a lot of power to give to someone else. And I remember I used to be in that place, so it's not foreign to me at all. I oftentimes say that, we are duality. We're all of us, everyone here, some kind of way, we are attracting to each other ourselves. And so when that person said that, I said, that's a lot of power to give to someone else if you think about it. Just think about it. In times when you're wanting to have someone call you, or you're wanting to have someone in your life, or you're wanting to be around someone. And if that isn't a possibility, or you can't talk to them, or you can't be around them, or you can't have them in your life, and then all of a sudden you begin to feel, I'm not handsome enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough. And all of those are feelings of being unworthy. And that power to make you feel that way has been given to something outside of yourself. And that's a very dangerous thing. Because that means that something outside of you which you have no control over, now has the power to make you feel unworthy, unpretty, unbeautiful, unloved. And it's very powerful when you think about it. It's very powerful. Because, when you're going through it, you never think of it like that. You just think of it as love. Like, I'm so in love, or I love this person and they hurt me. They don't teach us, or they never taught us how to go and look at how much that requires us to surrender ourselves to something outside of ourselves. And it causes us to feel pain. It causes us to feel away. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give it to you in an example. And I'm going to use myself. Hi, Claudia. Oh, hello and blessings to you. For some reason, I've been saying your name all day without knowing why. Ashe. I know in stuff like that. Sometimes people say, I believe in that. I know in stuff like that. I don't believe in stuff like that. I know in stuff like that. So welcome. I'm going to use myself with this unworthy stuff. And to some degree, I think that I still suffer from it today. But mine is I'm a recovering worthy addict, unworthy addict. So I'm always, conscious to make sure that I'm not operating in that place. But I am going to share a place with you guys. And this place and it deals with unworthiness. I remember growing up and everyone, as I shared earlier, that I'm gifted. And when I was growing up, people were telling me, you're the devil, God wouldn't give you a gift like that. You're going to hell. And that's how I grew up, thinking that God didn't love me. Now, if God doesn't love me, what in the world? That's the most powerful, unworthy place that I could think of that I've ever experienced. It's just not being even worthy of God's love. Think about that for a second. Just not being worthy of God's love. That's what they taught me. That I was unworthy of God's love. They literally said those words to me. They didn't make me feel that way. They told me that. They said, God didn't make you like that. That's the devil. And so I was never allowed to be myself. I felt unworthy to be me. And so when I got older, of course, the activation of God within me made it very hard for me to deny being myself. So I had no choice but to be myself, because God's Spirit, that which created all things, wouldn't allow me to do anything but be myself. But I was scared. And I was scared because I felt unworthy of God's love. And I was scared because I felt unworthy to receive any like or love from anyone other than myself, because God didn't love me. Because as I was told, God doesn't create anybody who can see angels or hear from God or hear from Spirit. So I'm dealing with God don't love me, and then I'm dealing with my community that's calling me crazy and stuff like that. Unworthy. I felt unworthy. And it wasn't until somewhere in my 20s. Hold on one second. You can't get that door. Hold on one second. Sorry, I told you guys that I had a lady coming over to get my granddaughter's cousin, and she just arrived, so I apologize. Thank you for staying here with me, but I was feeling very unworthy, very unloved, very weird and strange and things like that. And that was my life. That was my being. Hold on one second. He ate 4 times. He did really good. Thank y'all. I was telling y'all I had some people coming in, so these are the people, so thank you for being with me. But yeah, unworthiness was real for me. It was a place that I live in. It wasn't until maybe my 20s, my late 20s, that unworthiness started to disappear, because God or Spirit, that which created all things, made me start working and going out to the people. And I couldn't hide being me anymore. And I couldn't not do what God had called me to do. So I had to get over feeling unworthy, or I had to get over feeling like no one's going to like me. People are going to call me crazy. I had to get over all of that. And it's so hard when you believe God doesn't love you, because that's what was taught, you know what I mean? It was so hard to get through that space. But I did, and I also found God. During the process, I found God. And, you know, and as you all know, God became so beautiful to me. I wrote a book about it called Wounded by Christianity, Healed by God. Y'all should get that book. Support me and get that book. Wounded by Christianity, Healed by God. I'll drop the link. I wrote about the beautiful journey about me finding God. And that kind of helped me get over the feeling of staying trapped in the unworthiness state of being. Unworthiness is a killer. Because if you don't feel worthy to do a thing or to have a thing, you won't do a thing and you won't get a thing, because that unworthiness will remove it from you. You don't have to worry about it if you don't feel like you deserve it, or if you don't feel like you're worthy of it. You don't have to worry about it, because you won't get it. Unworthiness is real. It is a killer. So someone has said, yes, they felt the same way. Like if someone didn't call them, they would feel unworthy, or if they couldn't, I think that's what they said. But also, you know, there are people who feel like if he doesn't date me, or if she doesn't date me, then I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. You know, what do you do with those feelings? When you go back and you look at yourself, and you just say to yourself that I'm not worthy because he doesn't like me. If your child said that to you, or someone you really love said that to you, what would be your words to them? What would be your words to them? Because the words that you would offer to them are the words that you are trying to tell yourself. What would be your words? Like for me, my words are, that's a lot of power to give someone. That's a lot of power to give to someone. And then so you readjust yourself. If you don't want anyone else to have that kind of power, you readjust yourself. And you begin to say, you know what? That's a lot of power to give him. That's a lot of power to give her. That's a lot of power to give to that situation. Because now they have the power to make me happy. They have the power to make me sad. And what if they don't even have any kind of connection to me that they will want to make me happy or want to make me feel good? But I'm giving them all of that power to do that? That's real. So what do you do with that? How many people here with us tonight have gone through that, have gone through feeling unworthy or allowing someone to have that kind of power within their lives. And be honest. We're in here, I call it, we're getting naked with each other. Letting someone else have the power to make you happy or sad. Letting someone have the power to make you feel like you're not loved or they don't love you. Who else has surrendered that power to someone outside of themselves? Miss Nina, I have. Yeah, me too. Mary Lou, me. I have been there, Kia. Yeah, it's real. I have. Me. Yes. And it's huge. Like, it can't be anything that you take lightly or that we take lightly, because the thing about it is we got to go back in there, get that power, and bring it back to ourselves. We have to go in there, get that back, and bring it to ourselves. Because if we don't, then we sit around, and myself included, I'm no different. We sit around and we think, we sit around and we be sad. And the other persons, they're fine. You know what I mean? They're not bothered one way or the other. But we are. We're bothered and they're not. And that's not anything that they should be able to control. We are in control of that. Whether we give it to them and leave it or not, it's us doing it. So when we give them that power and we say, well, I'm not happy, and you don't make me happy, and you don't love me, and I don't feel love, and I don't feel happy, and we're talking to someone outside ourselves, we cray-cray. I'm cray-cray. Let me say that. I'm cray-cray. And I remind myself sometimes, you're cray-cray. I say, get that back. I say, to myself, get that back. We're not doing that. And then I go in there and I remind myself, that power belongs to me. And I talk myself through it. Literally. I talk myself through it. I do my self-talk. You guys probably heard me say that before. I'll start doing my self-talk. I locate myself. I find out where I am and who I'm being in that moment, and then who do I want to be? Where am I? Being crazy? Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm sick. I said, where am I? I am in this place of pain where I've surrendered my power to somebody else. Who am I? I'm being someone who has surrendered my power, not making the best choice right now. What am I doing, or where am I trying to go? I need to get back to my center and take this power back and realize that I am responsible for making me happy. I am responsible for loving me. That's my job, and I'm going to do that. And I just restore it back to myself. I do my self-talk. It's beautiful. Worthiness. Feeling unworthy is huge. It's a killer. It's huge. And if we're feeling unworthy because somebody didn't call us or somebody don't like us, we have given them too much power. Now, sometimes people will say, that's not me. That's not my problem. I'm a good person. They crazy. It's not. If you are holding love in your hand, just hold your hand like this and imagine that you're holding love in your hand. And it belongs to you. Like, it's your love. It's the thing that keeps you safe and makes you feel good. And then you hand it over to somebody else. And then you wait for them to give that love back to you, and they don't. And then you say, they don't give me love, they don't do this, they don't do that. So if you look at that equation, and it's you and the other person. It's you and the other person. Who had the power in the first place? Who was holding the love in the first place? Me, you, us. We holding the love. And then we give it over here to someone who may not even be a reflection of love. Could be a reflection of hurt. Could be a reflection of pain, disappointment. You know, they could be all of those things. And we give them love and expect them to give it back to us. How does that sound? Does that make sense? When you say it like that, does that make sense? That our love, the thing that lives inside of us, that's ours for ourselves, it's in us, it belongs to us. We take it, put it in our hands, and we give it away to someone, or something, some event that isn't love, joy, happiness, and peace, which is we give it to something that's chaotic, negative, or unhealthy. We give it to them, and we say, we wait for them to give it back to us. And then when they don't give it back to us, we think something's wrong with us. We think we're not worthy. We think we're not pretty. We think we're not worth it. When you do it like that, right? How does it sound? Like for me, when I heard it, when I do my self-talk, I go, "You cray cray." Talking to myself, I'm not calling anyone else crazy. I'm talking to me. I'm like, "You cray cray." You know? It's, so what I have to do is I have to say, you know what? Because it's my love, I just go right back in here and get it. And I go, "You're so beautiful. You're so precious. You're wonderful. You're amazing. I love you. And we're going to have a great time." And then I take it and I restore it back to me. And then I live in that space. And then I will attract other people who are just like that. They're living in the space where they love their self and they're good. And then because they're living in that space and I'm living in that space with me, we can connect and we can live without expectations, because there's nothing to expect but for me to be the best me and to love me. And because I am being the best me and loving me, there is nothing else that I can experience but that. And I don't have to walk side by side someone expecting them to make me happy or expecting them to validate my worth or expecting them to make me feel good or expecting them to make me feel loved. I don't have to expect them to do anything when it is within me, and that's how I feel about myself. For me, Shemay says, for me, I just want to make them proud of me in the midst of the negative conversation about me. It's not about whether they're proud of you or not. It's of no significance. That is giving them too much power. Now, I know you don't want to hear me say that because that's hard. A lot of people, and I'm not saying just you, a lot of people don't want to hear me say that when they say things like that. I just want them to be proud of me. But those are still things that are wanting something outside of yourself to give you something, to give you praise, to give you, I'm proud of you. It's something outside of you, and if they don't feel that way, then you feel a way. And then you're left feeling a way, and they okay. Yeah. Well, I love that you're typing this, and thank you for doing that. You say, when I love me, they say I have a big head. My husband will say her head is already too big. She won't be able to go up the steps. Well, that's their problem. You know what I mean? If you live in a space that doesn't allow you to love you, then you have to ask yourself, do you want to stay in that space? Because that's a choice. It's all a choice. We have choices. Like, it's my choice to stay in a place that doesn't offer me a reflection. Well, that's an impossible statement, because wherever I am, it is a reflection of me. So even if I use that example, it would be a reflection of me not loving myself. How do I know that? Because I won't be able to love myself because they say I'm having a big head. So if I have a big head, I can't love myself, then I got to stay over here and not love myself so y'all can feel comfortable, and then I'm not happy. No. It's a reflection of my decision to not love myself. It's beautiful, because that's hard. I'm so glad you're typing that in, because if my words don't mean anything, it's cool. You know what I mean? But if my words mean something, that's cool too, because somebody else in here could be going through the same exact thing. And I'm so grateful that you're here and you're sharing that with me. That is big work that you're doing and allowing other people to see you do. Huge work. You know, it's huge because when you're living this thing called life, it's very easy to not look at ourselves as being the person who's making the decisions and the choices. We're making the choices. Now, we can choose. It's no problem. We can choose to stay in these relationships. There's nothing that says we got to get out of them. We choose to stay in them. Even when they make us sad, even when they don't honor us, you know, all of those things, we choose to stay. And the only reason that we stay is because they're a reflection of our inability to leave. They are a reflection of our inadequacies. That's some hard stuff, because we like to say that we're all good, I'm all good, nothing wrong with me, everything's wrong with them. You know, we like to live in that space. But the reality is that we stay in these spaces by choice. We have choices. We can either stay in these spaces or not stay in these spaces. So I'm going to go back to the last thing you typed. Let's see. But I do not want to make anybody do anything, and since meeting you, I have really begun to work, on myself and my self-esteem and my love for myself. Does it make me conceited? Nope. Or self-absorbed? Nope. Not at all. It just means I'm turning the tables around back to me and not allowing one person to categorize me. Absolutely. our courting or what they expect or want to break. Yes, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? Because when you turn it, let me tell you how beautiful that is, Shemay. That beautiful sentence that you just said, I'm going to just share how beautiful that is. Because, and just let me do this. The outside reflection, just let me do this, says I'm going to show you how beautiful you are. The outside reflection that you are experiencing that is causing you such discomfort, meaning they don't support me, they don't, give me praise, or I want them to be proud of me, are all things that you wanted in your life, as a child. And you were, wanting that. And to some degree, you weren't fulfilled in that area. So now in the adult life, that thing is there again, giving you that reflection. Doesn't mean that the people are bad or good. It just means that they're there to show you you. And what are they showing you? They're showing you that all of the things that everyone shared with you when you were a little girl, you kind of took it on and believed it. But now, when you start reversing that and you start going back inside yourself and giving yourself that love and giving yourself that attention, it makes other people feel uncomfortable. It's supposed to, because the program is no longer needed. I hope you follow me when I say that. The program shows up to show you you. The programs could be husbands, children, family members, jobs. They're there as a reminder of what you have that was established when you were a kid that grew inside of you. So they're there as a reminder of that place. So the minute you begin to love yourself, that place has to go away. It will feel uncomfortable because it can no longer exist. It can only stay when you don't love yourself or don't know how beautiful you are, when you don't know how amazing you are, because you are all those things. I know because I met you in person. I talked to you before. You know what I mean? When I look at you, and I see this bright, amazing entrepreneur woman who's on her staff, when you begin to see that about you, everything that's a reflection that's not you, it's going to be uncomfortable and disappear. Not just for her, for all of us. For all of us. Desiree says, loving myself is hard. I am my own worst critic. I do love myself, but I have been hurt so much that I feel like I'm lying to myself sometimes. We walked out. We talked about that the other day, but I go to those funks where I will spend an entire day beating myself up. Shaking my head, I know better. I just don't know how to stop sometimes. Yeah, I love that. And that's why I'm glad you're in the sister circle. I'm so glad you're in the sister circle. Because when you join the sister circle, and I'm not just saying that because that's something that I do for a living. I do it for a living because it works. I do it for a living because it heals. But when you're in that sister circle and you have the support of beautiful women and you have a moment where you can do one-on-one time, it's the repetition, it's the doing something over and over again that's going to change that. It doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? Sometimes people, most of the times it doesn't happen overnight. Never say never. But it took so many years to get there. And so it's going to take some time to reprogram and unshift and unlearn all of that stuff and get to a better place. And you and I are going to do that work. We're going to do the work. And as long as you stay committed to doing it, you'll fix it and you'll heal it, because it's within your power to do. That's a great chance for me to say to you guys, everyone in here, to join a new practice. Join the practice, and if you guys can, join the sister circle. It's like $26 a week, guys. You're going to get me for $26 a week. You cannot, child, please. That's like pennies. And I only have a few spots left, so it's going to be us healing and doing the work, and definitely working with unworthiness. We're going to be working through all those issues that we have that have come into our life and, dismantled things to some degree or caused us to stumble. So we're going to be working through all of that. So you guys can join that sister circle. It's like $26 a week. It's $111 for the month. It's a 3-month commitment. Beautiful women working together. It's the best investment you're going to make in yourself. It is one of the best investments you can make in yourself. So join that sister circle. Join that sister circle. Desiree, I hope you joined it. You are so beautiful, lady. Let's do the work together. I hope you join it. Let's do the work together. And Joanne, religion said God first, others second, and self last. Yep. Yet the Bible says to love others as we love ourselves. Yep. Religion was so strong in its message that even when I saw that, religion was so strong in its message that even when I saw that and believed it, it still was too hard. God spoke over and over, and finally it is working. I am falling in love with me, yep, and with God it be. With me, and I hope will love through me. Absolutely. The way they teach religion is off the chain. I wrote a book about that. Please, guys, get that book. I'm gonna plug every now and then, guys, especially with some of these beautiful comments. The book is called Wounded by Christianity, Healed by God. It's for sale at Amazon for like $1.99. Y'all get that book and support your sister. It's a beautiful thing when you realize that God is within you, and you begin to have the relationship with God within you. Then that external God that they talk about, who teaches you, some really crazy things. It teaches you self-sacrifice. You know what I mean? To a large degree, you sacrifice yourself for others, and you believe that you're supposed to. And once you believe that you're supposed to, that kind of traps you inside that unworthiness, because it doesn't always get returned back to you. Well, it can't get returned back to you because the intent behind the doing it for or sacrificing yourself isn't in a good place. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I agree that the religion has such a strong hold and a monopoly on the way we think, and to a large degree, it devastates us. It hurts us. It hurts us. It wounded me. But it's okay, because in that wounding place, that's what I found God. I'm killing Melissa Cruz. I'm killing myself. I used to love me. Well, what happened? Why did you stop loving you? And if you want to come up, I want to take a few people. If you want to come up, hit the word invite, and let's talk about this unworthiness. Let's talk about it. I love you say, I'm killing myself. I used to love me. What happened? What made you stop loving yourself? What happened? Jackie, how beautiful. How are you? I love you, sis. I love you. I'll send you an email. Yeah. Um, Joyce says, I get it. Good. Good. Yeah. There's so much pain, Joyce, that, we experience in our lives. And those pains show up in our adulthood. If we look at it, we're looking at our life playing out as children that never got repaired, a lot of times. And so when we start making the repairs from those places, we change our reality, we change our experience. Kathy, yes, they get angry because I don't do what I've always done. Then I feel bad. Yeah. Well, it's okay for them to feel bad. My cousin taught me the word no does not mean I don't love you. Or if I do what I want to do, it doesn't mean that I don't love someone else. And she's saying something to me now. What are you saying?
Lynn said invite. Lynn Kristen, she said invite.
Oh, okay. Yep. So, Desiree, let me put it this way. I do love myself, but I don't understand why others didn't love me besides my dad. He loved me more than anyone. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's find out why you're uncomfortable being happy about loving yourself. Why you're uncomfortable about loving yourself. Let's do the work to find that out. Because I heard you yesterday say, I love myself. I do. The other people think that I'm being arrogant. I do. And then you hide it. I do. So let's find out why you're doing that. We can do that and find out why that is. I know that I had that too. Like I always say that we're all mirror reflections of each other. And then I'm going to Lynn. And that is that I used to not let my light shine so that others would feel comfortable. Like, I would just not, be as outgoing as I could have been. I was very popular in high school, but I'm talking about popularity. I'm talking about just being out, and so I would very often not shine my light so that other people wouldn't feel insecure or away around me. I used to do that, but I don't do that. I don't do that now, but I used to participate in that a lot. So we'll find out what your reason is, why you do it. Let's find out. All right, so Lynn, I'm coming down to you. Is it Lynn Christmas? Lynn, I'm coming to invite you in. Okay, so I did send you the invite, Lynn. And while she's coming on, everyone, please join the tribe. And thank you guys for the donations. Oh my gracious. I want to thank you for your donations. It really means a very great deal to me. Because someone has figured out how to get to the donation button, and they bless my soul. They bless my work, and I really do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that exchange of energy. So thank you. I did invite you, Lynn. So let me know. Hit the word invite, and I'll try it again later. Jennifer says, hi all, needing prayers. My daughter is possibly missing with Brianna Jensen here in Taney, Missouri. Ashe. So I am sending you, and I believe that we all will send you energy, positive energy, to find your daughter, that your daughter makes her way back home. I receive that for you. Ashe. Ashe. Um, Tripty, and your voice is not sending great. Please take proper rest. Sending lots of love. Oh, Ashe. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I have this horrible. I've got a horrible cold. Horrible. It is strange to say I know God is in me, Desiree. That has been that He has been there my whole life, and I knew it. I know it. Christianity wounded me too. I didn't understand the light inside of me. I didn't understand the light. Okay, hold on. I had to expand this. I didn't understand the light inside of me when I have been surrounded by so much negativity. And I still smile and I was still happy, but that sadness creeps in and I feel it. I know it's there. But I'm still happy and I don't understand it. My mom pushed me away. My siblings pushed me away. My relationships were abusive and tormenting. I should not love myself with the influences I had around me, but I do. And I think God has told me that I can, and so I do. So messy in my head. Listen, it's beautiful, and um, I hear your struggle or your pain and your joy. um, yeah, but yeah. No, you don't really need a reason to love you other than to just love you. And I get it. I'm not saying that you're searching for a reason. I'm saying that it's beautiful when you can just love you because we have some things that happen in our life as children. I experienced some sexual abuse, some physical abuse, um, and it didn't and to a large degree I understand why those things happen to me, um, but none of those things um, will now, you know what I mean, remove the love that I have for myself. And I think that what you're saying is that through your growth, you can look at your life and see all of these things and still love yourself. And I think that that's cool, and you should love yourself despite of the things that happen to us have no should not have any bearing on whether we love ourselves or not. We should love ourselves unconditionally, no matter what. We should love ourselves unconditionally, no matter what. There is no condition that can make me not love myself. And there should be no condition that would make you not love yourself. I say. Tommy, how are you, beautiful? Melissa, I'm coming to you. I say. Melissa, I'm coming to you. Hamuyan, how are you? Welcome. Lynn, you have to be on your cell phone to be able to join the conversation. You have to be on your cell phone to join the conversation. Melissa, you have to be on your cell phone too. I am not going to see you pulling on me, Desiree. Join us.
Can't see me, right?
Nope, cannot see you.
One moment.
Okay. Desiree, I'm going to send you the link so you can join the new practice. They've been putting it inside of inside of the comment line. So you're going to see that a new practice link probably 10 times by now. Just hit that link and
Okay.
join the circle. Well, hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good,
I'm
good,
okay.
good, good. So we're talking about unworthiness and that feeling. Have you ever had that feeling? Could you relate to what we're talking about
All
today?
the time. Yes, all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
yeah.
Especially with men.
Ashe,
Yeah.
Ashe, Ashe. Do you know why? Do you know why you feel that way? Do you know how it started or why that even is real for you?
Um, I guess because of my father, I guess it started then
Yeah, yeah.
when I
Ashe,
was a little girl.
Ashe, Ashe. Yep.
Yeah.
And so we can work through that place. We can work through that place because the first, the hardest part is not knowing. Like when you don't know why something is happening, that's the hardest place. But when you know why
Hmm.
something is happening, it gets easier to fix that place. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
want you to I see the pain from your dad when you logged on. I see that pain. Um it's it's also affecting your ability to bring in to really get acclimated in your career or to get acclimated in bringing in your money.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
time to work it. It's running its course, but it's time. You can kill it. You can
Yes.
kill it, and you can get it out of there. So let's do it. I want you to, if you can, I want you
Oh,
to join the circle so we can start moving it out of the way. We can move this out of the way,
I
sis.
want to.
We can move. Yes. Yes. And it's time to. This is why we're even
Okay.
connecting
How do
today.
I
It's
join?
time to. They put the link inside the comment line. If you go to the when we finish
Mm-hmm.
here live, hit the link that says the new practice. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to see it. Because a lot of the sisters from the sister circle
Okay.
are already in here and they're putting the link up. And just hit that link and then go to the groups. It's a word that says group. And then join the sister circle that starts November the 11th. It starts November the 11th, and we're going to be meeting on
Okay.
Saturdays. Yes, it's like $111. It's $26 a week. It's the best investment you're going to make in yourself. You can't
Okay.
make a better investment than that. But join it, and we're gonna work
I think
We're
that'll
gonna
be
meet
good for
every week. The sisters come together, and
me.
yes, it's gonna be perfect for you. The sisters come together, and they meet every other week, and then the next week, me and you by ourselves, we will meet. We'll do our own one-on-one sessions. So every week you will be meeting with me, but you'll be meeting with the sisters, and then one week just with me, one on one.
Okay.
Yes.
All
So
right.
you can't beat that.
Okay.
Yeah. So join us. Let's move this thing out the
No.
way so your money can your money and your man. Yeah. All right. I love you.
Okay.
All right.
I
Love
love you
you.
too. Thank you.
Bye. You.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
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 I say, I only have a few more minutes, um, guys. So let's see. Is there anyone who I need? Kimberly, I'm looking for you too in that Sister Circle, beautiful lady. Kimberly, I'm looking for you in that Sister Circle. I think we spoke and you were going to join. I haven't heard from you. I see you on here. But and I love you too because I see you all the time. I love you, girl. I love you. I love you. But I do want you in that Sister Circle. I want your energy there. It's healing. You guys, that Sister Circle is so inexpensive. It's $26 a week. You got to join that thing. It is the best investment you are going to make in yourself. And we're going to be working together as a team of women. It's amazing. And don't worry, guys, I got a King's Circle. I have a King's Circle. So to all the beautiful men, the kings on here, um, send me a message on Facebook and let me know you're interested so I can start gathering us a day too. Um, and I would like to get that started maybe in December. But let me know. Let me know that you're interested because it is a group in there. I have a men's circle here in Maryland with 14 beautiful men. They did some amazing work. We had to cut the circle short because of people moving in time, but we did amazing. And I talk to these brothers all the time on the phone. It's amazing work, and I'm grooming one of them um, to assist me with the actually two to assist me with the men's circle. So please join the circle, guys. Please join the tribe. Please join the circle. It's $26 a week. You cannot beat that. $111 a month. It's a 3-month commitment. I promise you, it's one of the best investments you're ever going to make. Yep. Is there anybody else who want? Okay, I got one person, and then we're going to Kia. Beautiful lady, I am coming for you. Kia Thomas, how beautiful. Yes, Stephanie, join, Stephanie. Every beautiful spirit on here should join. There's limited space though, so you can join us, and as long as it says that it took you in, you can join because it's limited space. Kia, how are you, beautiful? You're frozen, Kia. You frozen, beautiful. Kia, you are frozen. Oh, are you trying to come back on, Princess? Hello, Maria. How beautiful! I love you. I love you, Maria. Kia Thomas, your phone froze. I'm gonna come for you. I'm coming for you now. I just sent you the invite. I'm so sorry, y'all. I have this awful cold. I keep coughing. I'm so sorry. So I'm just waiting for Kia to come in, and then ooh, it's awful cold. Okay, I don't know why she can't come in. I'm gonna take the last call. Netramaya, how are you, beautiful? And we're gonna talk just for a few minutes, and then we're gonna end, guys, with our always, how we always end. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for this space that you guys allow us to have every night at 7:45. Every night, 7:45. Can everyone hear me? And have you all been able to hear me pretty clearly throughout this session? will you please just type the word yes, or can you just type the word I can hear you? Hopefully, I get at least 30 yeses because there are 34 people here. Can you just say the word yes so that I can know that you hear me? Okay, yes, good job. Yes, good job. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Shanita. Thank you, Miss Nina. Thank you, Kimberly. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad. Yes, Tripty can hear me. Thank you. Nadine, yes. Roxanne, yes. Thank you. Joanne, yes. Kat, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Keep saying yes while I just say this to you all. Um, yes, yes. Good job. Okay. Um, I really do appreciate this time that we have together. It's my sacred space. Sometimes I get scared. Like last night, I was so scared because I wanted to make sure that every time that we come together, that we are we are fed good food, that we have things that make us grow and things that enlighten us and things that makes our soul feel good. That is my intentions. And last night I was so nervous, I was so scared. I said, I just want to always be able to do a good job, and that, we have enough things here that we all can feed and we all can eat. And when I mean feed, I mean really feed our spirit and grow. So the only way that, or one of the ways that we do that is when you all come in and participate and share information and share your souls without fear, share your problems without fear, and come on here and talk with me. It's the most amazing thing. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, I've ever experienced. And that takes away all of the uh, um, thought that we might not eat. I had that moment yesterday. I don't have those moments very often, but I did have that moment yesterday, and I said, you know what? I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. And we always will be. We always will be. Thank y'all so much for coming in here and sharing this space. I want to end it like this, like I always do. And just type the word I agree, or type the word I am abundance. I am connecting with you guys. There are some people here who cannot afford to take the Sister Circle class. And I get that. I did establish a free class. In that free class, and just like I'm doing right now, I'm still connecting with you in the area of abundance so that it is abundance in not just my life, not just your life, all of our lives. That we all are connecting in that energy of abundance so that we can have whatever it is we need, whatever it is we want. There will be nothing in the way of us getting that. I'm connecting to you in that space. I am abundance in my spiritual life. I am abundance in the ability to be able to hear from that which created all things, to hear from angels, loved ones, and to provide guidance in the areas of people's lives that will bring them to remembrance of who they are and how wonderfully they have been created to be, and the power that they move in this place we call earth. I am abundance in love, joy, peace, harmony, and all that is positive that brings me to the place of total self-awareness and acceptance of all that I am. I am abundance in my health. Everything about my body is intact. I am abundance in my finances. As I said earlier, there is nothing that I need or want that I cannot have. Money does not stand in the way of what I need or what I want. I am abundance. I am abundance. I am abundance. Ashe. Ashe. Joyce says, I agree. Shanita, I am abundance. Kathy, I am abundance. Nicole, I agree. I am abundance. Stephanie, I am abundance. Judith, I am abundance. Lynn, I am abundance. Stephanie, I agree. I am abundance. Tripti, I am abundance. God is really kind. Tiffany, I agree. I am abundance. Angel, I am abundance. Karen, I am trying to be abundance. Nope, you are abundant. Neil, I agree. Amen. Amen. Kat, Angel Todd, I meant me. Kia, I am abundance. Desiree, I am abundance. I am joy, peace. I am special, worthy, love, where love can go. Boundaries, I am abundance. I am abundance. Melissa, I am abundance. Miss Nina Martin, I am abundant. She is in the sister circle. You will meet that beautiful soul. I agree. Ashe, amen. Stacy, amen. Tiffany, Ashe. Lynn, you give me tears of joy when I listen to you. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Kia says, Ashe. Joyce, to that beautiful soul we call Joyce. I am abundance. Yes, you are. I love you guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah.